Wow. You actually live like this? Oh, seriously, this is your dorm? I was expecting, I don't know, something depressing, not tragic. Oh my god. Are those Zac Efron posters? Oh, don't tell me you still have a thing for High School Musical. What? Do you cry every time Troy sings about his feelings? Oh, God, you haven't changed at all. Still a neat freak, though. Look at all those little color-coded notes. They're so cute. Like a little nerd shrine to productivity. So, you ready for this? It's just gonna be you and me and the group project that nobody else wanted to do. Fantastic. Look, I'm only here because Professor Dawson will fail us if we don't turn something in. And while I do not care for your GPA kissing habits, those other lazy jerks aren't going to tank mine either, so... Yeah, let's get this over with. God, this room's just so... stuck in a time warp or something. It's like you got this whole middle school sleepover vibe. You got popcorn and fuzzy socks hiding somewhere too. It's almost too easy to make fun of you. I bet you still keep those pens in that same dumb little pouch. The one with, what was it? The cat astronaut? Wow. Okay, so I went over what you sent, and I just... Ugh, who even writes their citations anymore? This whole thing could have been a group slide deck and vibes. Instead, we get stuck with the ghost team from hell. Brooke hasn't replied to a single message, and Devin sent a meme and dipped. Whatever. At least your overachieving tendencies won't let me down. Wish we could make sure they don't get credit, though. I hate it when people don't notice the things I've done for them. You misspelled hypothesis, genius. What happened to your straight-A spelling bee supremacy? I'm helping. Relax. Here. I redid the first 2 sections of the lab report. Yours were all janky. I cleaned up your passive voice, too. You're welcome. I know. Shocking. Turns out I can write. Alert the presses. What? Don't tell me you thought I was just gonna sit here and trash talk while you did everything. Please. I didn't get into the same college as you by accident. But nobody ever pays attention to me beyond my social reputation. Nobody. Besides, someone had to do it, and clearly you weren't going to ask for help. Yeah. You think about that. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Just forget it. Seriously, don't make it weird. It's not like I'm trying to score friendship points or some crap. I just don't like failing. That's all. What? You can look at me all you want. Now is not the time to try and psychoanalyze me, though. We've got work to do. Cut it out. Yeah, I don't need your pity. This isn't some sad, misunderstood villain in your dorm room monologue, okay? God, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I bet you're thinking that by the time we finish this, I'll have suddenly undergone a character arc and I'll have learned the power of friendship or whatever. You really don't get it, do you? There's no point in being nice. You only notice me when I'm a bitch to you. That's the only version of me that's real to you. The girl who mocks your posters, who rolls her eyes in the hallway, who makes fun of your hoodie because it smells like laundry detergent and lavender because your mom used to put lavender on our pillows for sleepovers because she thought it would give us better dreams. And it's not like I wanted to be that girl. Not at first. We used to be, I don't know, us. Back in middle school, remember? We'd spend hours sitting on your stupid trampoline, talking about dumb cartoons and pretending we were going to be astronauts or secret agents or I don't even know. You always thought you were going to grow up and be a rock star, and I said I'd be your manager. Mostly, so I could boss you around. You were so annoying. Always asking me to come over, always dragging me to the library or your backyard, or that one gas station with a broken slushy machine, like it was Disneyland. And I always went, every single time, because I liked being around you. And then high school started. And yeah, I thought, okay, this is it. Big girl time. We're gonna change schools, change lockers, change lives. And I finally worked up the courage to tell you. I had this whole plan. I was gonna wait until the first week of freshman year, just enough time for things to feel new, but not weird. And I was gonna sit you down by the lockers and say it. And then you beat me to it. You showed up with that dumb look on your face, like you couldn't wait to spill something huge, and you told me you had a crush, and I smiled. I smiled like an idiot, thinking maybe you were gonna say me. But no. You said Olivia Caraway. The girl with the glossy hair and the perfect teeth and daddy's money and the Instagram followers, and of fucking course it was Olivia. I get it. Everyone liked her. She was shiny. You like shiny things. And I shut down. I said something like, oh, cool, she's hot. Like I was your bro or your sidekick or your cheerleader. But inside, I felt like I got hit in the chest with a truck. And you didn't even see it. How could you not see it? I was right there. I was right there for years. And when you told me she liked you back, that you two actually were going to date, I wanted to scream. I wanted to rip every glitter pen, every friendship bracelet out of my memory and burn it. But I didn't. I smiled again. And then I stopped talking to you. Yeah. That was the start of it. That was when the jokes turned mean. When I rolled my eyes at you in class. When I started pretending like you were nothing. Because maybe if I acted like you were nothing, maybe I could trick myself into thinking you were always nothing. You never meant anything. So, yeah, I was a bitch. I know that. I knew that. But I wasn't just being cruel for fun. I was hurt. I was jealous. And that made me feel pathetic, which just made me meaner. And I don't know if I was trying to convince myself that if pretty was always going to be nice, then I should just forget about nice. Or if I was just avoiding being nice because if I wasn't nice and I didn't have friends, then no one could hurt me like that again. Whatever it was, I started keeping score in my head. Every time Olivia posted about you on her story, one more reason to hate you. Every time you sat at her lunch table, another nail in the coffin. And when you two broke up, I should have felt bad. I should have checked in. I should have tried to be your friend again, but you want to know the truth? I felt good. That dark, twisted, ugly good. Because she hurt you. Because she didn't last. Because maybe now you'd finally see me. But you didn't. You just looked sad. Like you'd lost something huge, and I hated you for that because it wasn't me. And when you lost me, you didn't look like that at all. So I kept going. I made fun of your shoes, your voice, your little notebook doodles. I figured if you only looked at me when I was being mean, then fine. I'd be really fucking mean. But I still helped you. You ever wonder how you passed chemistry sophomore year? Yeah. That wasn't your teacher being surprisingly generous. That was me sneaking in extra lab notes under your desk when no one was looking. Remember when someone replaced your stolen textbook? That was me too. I said it came from the lost and found, but I bought it with actual money. One thing I don't waste. Turns out, even when I hated you, I never stopped caring. And I kept waiting for years. Waiting for you to turn around and go, oh, it was you all along. But you never did. What? You're just gonna sit there, say nothing? Of course you are. It's what you always do. You shut down and you shut me out. And I was supposed to just take it. Do you even get it? Do you have any idea what it felt like watching you fall for someone else when I was sitting right next to you while I was carving your initials into my notebooks like a cliche lovesick idiot? I was there for everything, every stupid conversation, every dumb little story that nobody laughed at but me. Every time you looked for me in a crowd, and every time you picked a seat next to me without even thinking about it. And then suddenly, I was just background noise. And yeah, I got angry. I messed up. I pushed you away, but you let me disappear. You let me become this version of myself that I hate. And you know the worst part? Even when I was being cruel, even when I wanted you to hate me, I still looked for you in every room. I wrote you off like you wrote me off. Like we were nothing. Like we'd never meant anything. But we did, didn't we? Didn't we? You want to know why I helped with this project? Why I keep doing this? Snarking at you, showing up, doing the work, acting like none of this matters? Because this is the first time in years you've actually looked at me. Actually looked at me again without me having to be mean. And even if it's just for some dumb biology assignment, it's better than nothing. I'd rather be your enemy than be invisible again. You know I loved you first. I loved you before I even knew what love was. When we were kids and you let me cut in front of you at the swings every time. When you held my hand during that scary movie, even though you were way more scared than I was. And I thought that was it. That was what forever felt like. And then I got older and I realized it wasn't just comfort or nostalgia. It was you. It's always been you. You were the only one who made me feel safe and completely insane at the same time. Like I could yell at the world and still end up laughing. As long as you were beside me. And I kept waiting for you to look at me the way you looked at her. Waiting for you to see that I was always there, but you didn't. You never did. And I know I made it worse. I know I ruined everything by turning it into hate instead of just heartbreak, but I was a kid. I didn't know what else to do. And if you hated me, at least you were thinking about me. So, yeah, I bullied you. I teased you. I was a real piece of shit. And I meant every sharp word I said, but I didn't want to be mean. I just wanted you to look at me again. And now you are. So, what happens now?